So what else is going on? I'm parked up at the trucks watching spot. There's this other geezer straight up parked in his station wagon, pretty much just right by where we're at. Sat behind the wheel and started chilling out. I wonder if he's another one of us. And he's just got his wires crossed, or he's just decided to come down and do his count today. Looks like he might be. He's got a nice skin tone. Seen a bit of sun. What can he do? He looks quite friendly. What else has been going on? I caught up with Pete, had a bit of conversation with him. To my colleague, he's all like, why do you always hang out with such, like, you know, the kind of people I tend to hang out with is like somewhat kooky 65-year-old men who are the thing with that age is quite often by the time you're 65 you're more able to handle people who are a bit too who can be a bit honest sometimes. I think that's probably why I end up hanging out with those kind of people. Oh yep, here we go. There's another one coming down. We'll just film this as best we can. Try and get it in the background. So there's another one coming down. I'm not sure if there was any on that. I've got to mark the time. It's 6:20 already. It's been quite not too many, thank goodness. So there's a possibility that it'll be coming back up. We're just going to wait and see. Meanwhile, I kind of lost my track. Oh yeah, I was just telling about how I tend to hang out with that type of person because at the moment, like, either people who are doing what we're doing or people who have kind of lived long enough to, you know, experience some existential crisis and so forth. They're not all of them. I mean, some of those people aren't very much used to me at all, but some of them I can really talk with, and it's not a question of how intelligent they are or their place in society or what have you. It's just their ability to understand what I'm going on about, which is more than just the ability. I mean, practically everyone's got the ability, but it's willingness, and that's like when I spend time with Pete, it's because he's willing to hear out my point of view and he's interested in it, especially now that I've that old Zen guy that I studied, he helped me out with a little bit of understanding of like the purpose of religion, like what it does for some people, and why it is that it's there. Like, so I've stopped being so scathing, such a scathing immature type atheist. Which is not to say that I'm not trying to have a dig at those people who are mature and still scathing. They've just got, they've come to a different conclusion, or they've got more brains than me, so they can be like that. Anyway, so he's a lot of help to be able to someone who understands. And it's really good practicing my Christian's routine, because of course that should be something I should be expert at, having grown up in a house where I wouldn't say it was so much a Christian house, but Christianity was researched in that house during my somewhat formative years. I wasn't directly involved in this, like it was just it was all very much on the adults level, like above my head, but I'm sure it influenced me in subtle ways to have some kind of subtle understanding of what different people see their Christian faith as being about. I don't share it. I don't even share Buddhist faith, but some of the Buddhist ideas helped to understand why people bother at all with it. So I've got a Bible I think I might read, which is a different one than the regular one. I'd quite like to just take a few key little quotes out of. There's a great book for. This is what people do when they're trying to use that book to take you down. You can fight them back with it theologically and totally waste them, because there's another one coming down. I better just video this one as well. It looks like a full one. Pretty much a full one by Sheebies. So I've just got to mark the time of that one as well. But the other time, there was two that went down at that time and came up at the other 6:25. Yeah, same convoy as before. They were like 5 minutes apart. I didn't see if the first one was full. Where was I? Yeah, I was talking about talking to Christians. I'm quite fond of it. I think it's an interesting one. I mean, I spend a lot of time with people of Christian faith. In general, I mean, if I'm talking to Catholics, I pretty much talk to them as if they're atheists, because they kind of are almost. They're religious like Roman people are religious, Forget about it. But like Pete, he's like really quite deeply into the Christian faith as Pete. And that's been his mechanism to deal with like the existential crisis brought about by the Second World War, his father's involvement in it. Those stories are very very deeply etched in Pete, because he's got somewhat limited memory, but he's got, I think the reason, maybe partly why it's somewhat limited, is that those things are so strongly etched in there. I'm not sure, but he's one of those guys, because of his, he's not super compass mentis all the time. He really is, but at the same time he'll forget the most basic stuff. Like, I spend hours discussing philosophy with him, and he still offers me a bite of his fish. He's a bit slow in that regard, but well, I know he doesn't mean anything by it, at least not to me. Maybe to the fish he does. Yeah. There's a few of his rationales which I'm just nibbling away at, pulling apart. You can't really bring a house of cards like that down super fast with someone. So well, he's just not 100%. So you have more patience. Then none of us are, really. So anyway, yeah, if you're talking to people and you're just like nibbling away at their dumb excuses for doing the wrong thing, just keep nibbling. You're getting somewhere. Good one.